All right, y'all, I'm in the car right now. But one thing before y'all watch this video, yes, I know it is like 2 days since Halloween has passed, but I recorded the video on Halloween, and y'all see the video is very long, so that's why it took me a minute to upload. I never edited a video this long before, so yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Bro. What the fuck?
I got stars in my roof, I'm on top of the world. I got money on my mind, fuck the fame. Any dirty bitches knock me off my grind, so they stay insecure. I know I tell you that I love you when I'm not really sure. And I got eyes on me, I can't do what I want because I don't feel free.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? Detroit Man here, and I'm back with another video. And today, what the fuck? What was that? Wait, hold on. This is actually not part of the video. What was that? Anyways, y'all, today I got a very special video for y'all. Now, as y'all can see, hold on, let me switch the thing for y'all. 5 a.m. Halloween night. It's 3:05 a.m. Halloween night, and I'm just up. And I was thinking to myself, at first, I wasn't even gonna give y'all a Halloween video, but I was thinking to myself, you know what? It's my return. Y'all deserve it. So today, we are going to be reacting to scary videos at 3 a.m. on Halloween night. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be reacting to. I haven't figured it out. But I might do like some animated horror stories. I might do some of those. Yeah, this should be kind of fun. So if y'all enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. All that should be on the side. You know what I'm saying? Make sure get y'all popcorn, y'all snacks. All this just might be a pretty long video. And yeah, let's get into it. All right, y'all, I got a video. It's called Office Horror Story, Animated Horror Stories. Y'all can see the thumbnail and stuff right there. If y'all want to see the link to this video, it'll be in the description below. It's made by Thriller Teller. My bad, I can't really see the phone in the way. But yeah, y'all enjoy. Make sure to like, comment. It's so dark right now, and it's raining too. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching scary videos for y'all. But yeah, if y'all enjoy, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and let's get into it. Why am I doing this, bro? Why am I doing this?
It was Friday night. Jessica, as always, lingered at work, only not to listen to the piercing silence of her apartment.
Why is she reading like this?
After the death of Max, her young husband, Jessica did not like to return home.
Why is she typing on the keyboard like that?
A working sheet froze on the monitor screen, but Jess just tiredly looked at her and Max's wedding photo on her desk. Tears stuck in a tight lump in her throat and were ready to pour out of her eyes.
I hope y'all can't hear that rain.
How often did she have dreams of reuniting with her deceased husband? But she was too young, beautiful, and healthy. Suddenly, the table under her elbows vibrated, and she heard heavy footsteps somewhere on the other side of the office. Cleaner? But he left about an hour ago. Probably security guard is just making a detour.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
Jessica often stayed up late, so this did not alert her. She returned back to work on the table, and another hour passed.
Why are my eyes watering?
The guard's footsteps were no longer audible, and dead silence reigned in the building, broken only by the sound of her keyboard.
That is loud. That is very loud.
Getting very tired, she looked at the clock. Oh, it's already midnight. again I stayed up so late. Suddenly, overwhelming fatigue swept over Jessica, and she lowered her head to the table.
I'm sorry, I'm
to rest
confused
and
as to
fell
what's
into a
going on
heavy
right now.
sleep.
I'm sitting here trying to listen, and I'm sorry, I'm lost. I'm gonna keep watching. We go keep
In her
watching.
dream, Max came to her for the first time in all the months after the tragedy. He was very calm and looked peaceful. Jessica said, "I miss you so much, love. Why did you leave me? Why did you die so early?"
She does not sound enthusiastic at all. She sounds like she don't even
Died?
care.
What are you saying? I just left for a short while and very soon we will see each other. I promise you that. But I was at your funeral. I remember. Max laughed. A loud sharp knock woke
Man,
Jess.
come on, bro.
And
This
she
shit
jumped to her feet
That's
in
not
fright.
even funny, bro. That's not funny at all.
The office was windy and her hair was very disheveled. It's strange because I did not remove the hairpin. The cold February air was blowing to the bone, and Jess realized that she was also standing in a pitch darkness. She saw in the rays of moonlight that the window was broken.
Can y'all see me? I'm probably so black. How is the window broke? What's going on here?
Our office is on the 25th floor.
It's
What the
25th
hell?
floor? How many? Right? What kind of building are you living in?
I need to leave before I catch a cold.
I said living
I
and working at.
wonder if the guard is still here. Hey, is there anyone here? Without understanding why, she began to look around in fright, searching for a way out. The inner voice screamed, "Run!" She was not mistaken. The floor under her feet began to shake, and the wind turned into a real hurricane. Jessica's heart pounded and she rushed to the nearest exit.
That's not a
The
smart
path
idea.
to the elevator seemed
That's not
endless.
this hallway. No. I don't want to listen with both of them on. Please, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? There's gonna be something gonna pop out.
When she finally ran into the elevator and the doors closed behind her, she still heard loud howls of the wind. Going lower and lower, she felt growing despair rising in her chest. Finally, ground floor.
Bro, why is this getting so quiet? It's too quiet. It's too quiet.
When the elevator door opened, Jessica
It's too quiet,
was
bro.
seized with
It's
chilling
too quiet,
horror.
bro. It's too
There was a
quiet.
wall in front of her, made of
It's too
soil.
quiet. Hold on. It's too quiet
She
and it's
froze
too
for a
loud.
second and then, in horror, began to dig the icy soil with her hands,
What?
trying to get to oxygen. Her head was
Oxygen?
spinning, and she was digging faster and faster. Until she came across something solid.
Come on.
A door? A tree? What is it? Oh my god. A A coffin?
What the fuck is going on right now?
She cleaned the soil, took a deep breath, and opened the coffin with shaking hands.
Bro, come on. It's too quiet for all this. It's too quiet, bro. It's too quiet for all that. Is she bleeding? No, that's just
What a disgusting dream.
stuff around her. Bro. This is why I don't like when I'm watching scary stuff. I can't even talk.
Huh?
That wasn't no dream, bitch. That was not no dream, bitch.
Hi everyone, hope you enjoyed this story. Don't forget to like, share, and comment
Hey,
if
I'm
you
done.
enjoyed this video.
I ain't gonna lie. That one started off slow, but then like near the end, it got a little bit scary. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But we gonna go on to the next video. We gonna react to 3 videos, so we go on to a second video. And yeah, I come back when I find another video. Alright y'all, we back. And I found another video. This video is called True, you can see, Childhood Horror Story Animated. So thumbnail, link in the description. Y'all wanna watch it again. This one a little bit shorter than the last one. So yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go.
When I was 8 years old, I used to live in my grandma's house in Ecuador. Many of the neighbors would talk to my parents about seeing weird stuff in the house, like shadows moving around the windows when we weren't home. The first thing that would come to our heads was that someone must have broken into the house, but nothing would ever be missing. Of course, they didn't think that there was someone breaking in. They were sure that our house was haunted. Everyone even refused to come inside for parties or any other special occasion.
Why this nigga
They told us
face
to get a
like
priest
that?
and to get rid of any bad spirits. We didn't take their warnings as something important because my parents don't believe in those kinds of things.
I don't know how I would react to
Although
somebody
I would
telling
hear
me my
someone
house was
going up the
haunted.
stairs at night, our stairs were really old, so they would make a loud sound when someone would step on them.
This sounds
However,
so
when I
real.
checked, there was nothing. I would just run to my bed and cover my head
You
with the
live
sheets
in a
until I
wooden
fell
house
asleep.
too?
One night, someone
Convinced.
started knocking
I'm
on the
convinced
door
it's haunted.
really hard and screaming. We got really scared as it was 12:30 a.m. and everyone was asleep by then in our neighborhood. It was extremely rare that someone would be up at that time. My dad took his shotgun and told my mom and me to stay in my room and not move. I was scared for my dad's safety, but I felt relieved when my dad said my neighbor's name. He informed us that a water pipe had broke in our backyard and the water was spraying his house and broke one of his windows. He was nice about the situation
So all these
and
broken
even said he'd help
windows.
us fix the pipe. My dad got the shovels, as the pipes were underground, and we had to dig to see what was wrong and how we could fix it. As we started digging, they realized that they needed other materials, and they went to get it, leaving me alone in the backyard. There was barely any light back there. The only source of light we had was the moon,
Just
and
like I know
one
what
light
source
post
of light
a
I
block
have
away from
is
my
this
house.
computer screen, and it's barely doing me any
I
justice.
was pissed off. I mean, how could they leave an 8-year-old boy there by himself in the dark? But I didn't say anything about it. About 10 minutes had gone by since they left, and I was wondering what was taking them so long. They were only getting some materials after all. But as I was going to go back inside, I saw something moving really fast at the corner of my eye. I froze.
What the fuck?
I wanted to run, but I couldn't. I wanted to scream, but I
What the
couldn't.
fuck? Is that a Pokemon?
All I could do was move my eyes. I started to freak out, looking around to see
Whoa.
what the hell was running around me. I didn't
My
see
heart
anything.
just started beating real fast.
It was as
out of
if there
nowhere.
was nothing there at all. But then I looked to my right, and I saw something that haunts me to this very day. It was a demon, in my opinion. It was so tall, around 7 or 8 feet tall.
What the fuck is that?
It had long, skinny legs with a really buff body. It also had very long spiral horns. and his eyes shined in the dark. I still couldn't move. The thing ran by me, looked at me,
What the
but it
fuck
didn't do
is
anything
that,
to me.
bro?
It just
Oh, I know this
looked at
nigga
me.
breath smell like ass.
It could have been a goat or a sheep. I've never seen one so big or one that walks on two legs like a human. It ran, and I hid behind a big tree by my neighbor's house. Finally, I could move. I yelled at the top of my lungs while crying hysterically. My dad came running with his shotgun in hand and asked me what was wrong. I explained what I saw to him, but he didn't believe me, nor did my mom. But someone did. My neighbor told me that he thought nothing happened to me because I'm a kid. As time passed, I slowly got over it. I moved from that house and moved to New York. My grandparents sold the house, and I left that experience in the past. However, that's not where this story ends. In my sophomore year in high school, I had a nightmare. The thing that I saw that night was in it this time. I could only see its head as it was hiding behind the big tree. He said 3 words that'll haunt me until my time comes. It said, "You can't hide." I woke up from my nightmare and headed to school. While in school, at around 12:30 p.m., there was an announcement. A classmate of mine had been killed in front of my school by a car without brakes. I turned pale as I thought my nightmare may have something to do with the incident. I was scared and even went home early.
I can't even say nothing. I'm speechless.
I told my parents
It's not
about
even
it,
scary. It's
but
just the
this
fact
time
that
they took me to a priest, and he
What the
said
fuck
he'd give
is
me
that
something
thing?
in 3 days. Every single day I had the same nightmare until my priest gave me a blessed cross, and I haven't had any nightmares about the thing anymore.
What?
However, every night I
Wow, he
sleep with
about
the
to
covers
clap
over
this
my
nigga
head.
cheeks, bro. This
Call me a
nigga's done
coward
for.
or anything you want, but the thing still hasn't left my
nigga,
mind.
The power of Christ compels
Those 3
you,
words
bro.
haunt
What
me to
is
this
that
day,
thing? It's making me
making
mad,
me wonder
bro.
when I will forget or move on from the thing.
That's the end of the video. Not this video, but that video. Man, that thing, I don't know. That thing had me speechless. I don't know what that thing is. And I'm getting paranoid now. In the middle of the video, no lie to y'all, my heart just started racing out of nowhere. I don't know what was going on. That wasn't even a scary video. It's just the fact that I don't know what that thing. I don't know. I don't like if I don't like any sort of like beast. You know what I'm saying? Like big ass. Like I'm scared of things like the fucking Bigfoot, even though it's not real. It's Sasquatches and shit like that. I'm scared of that type of shit. So when I saw that thing and I saw it was moving around, y'all saw how I was moving my head around too? Nah, bro. I don't work with those. But man, that one wasn't even scary. It's just the fact that that thing caught me off guard. I don't know what the that might go in the thumbnail. I can't even lie to you, bro. But yeah. Now we about to get on to the 3rd video. If I had to rate the first 2, the first one I would rate like a 7 out of 10 because it started off kind of slow, but then like at the end it got really good. And the second one I rate like an 8 out of 10. It wasn't scary, but man, that thing, that one monster, whatever that was enough to catch me off guard, man. I don't know, but yeah, we about to get on to this 3rd video. About to see if I can find something not too long but not too short. What is it on my nose? And yeah, I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, y'all. 3rd video we got is called My Stalker. Hold on. My stalker in Japan chased me into the forest. Nah, thumbnail right there. Nah, and link in the description. Nah, I don't know about y'all, but number 1 place I want to visit is Japan. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because y'all know anime, that's my thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my anime watchers. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Japan, I don't know about Tokyo, but like Japan, like the little small parts of Japan, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got some weirdos out there. I can't cap. So yeah, my stalker in Japan chased me in the forest. The last one we're gonna react to is 6 minutes long. Yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go.
When Lucy turned 13, she moved with her father to Japan from Colombia due to his job. They arrived to Shizuoka Prefecture and rented a small house to live in.
It's exactly how those houses in Japan. Also, you know, Send prayers up for Japan, that typhoon they had the couple weeks back.
First week, her dad was able to drive
tsunami,
Lucy to
whatever
school
it
and
is,
also to
you know
pick
what I'm
her up after. Things were going fine. She started to make new friends, her Japanese was improving, and overall had a great time. But then, Lucy's dad started to work more hours, and in order to spend the weekends with her, he decided to change his routine, meaning he wouldn't be able to drive her or pick her up from school anymore.
That's not
Lucy had
good.
no problem being on her
This don't
own,
look
and
like
she
a
reassured him that
teenage
everything
girl.
was
This
going to
looks
be
like a little
okay.
girl.
The first 2 weeks walking alone was perfectly fine, until the Tuesday of the 3rd week. Lucy was on her usual route to school, and then a man around his 30s approached her with a kind smile on his face.
Look at him.
He greeted her in English
look like he
and
ain't
started to
eaten
say
days,
things such as,
weeks.
"It's a nice day. I should have brought my dog, and I remember I used to take this way to school." Lucy tried to be polite since it was common to have people from the area approaching her and her dad for small talk.
Just like,
And since
when you
Japanese people are
talking
so
too
kind
much,
and
bro, you
polite,
just gotta leave, bro.
she did the same
Like, come
as
on.
well. She told this man that she really needed to hurry for school. He looked at her, quite disappointed, but smiled again and said, "Oh sure, you must be a really good student. Always on time. I hope
talking
to see
too
you
much,
again."
And you being
Next
too
day,
friendly,
she
you're
saw
talking too
him
much.
again. This time he told her that he actually had seen Lucy and her dad since they arrived, and how he noticed that her dad was no longer driving her to school.
Bro, you don't
He
say
then
something
handed
like
her a
that to
plastic
somebody.
bag full of candies and cookies. After that, he finally let her go. In the bag, there were also notes that said, "Have a nice day at school. You are smart. You are pretty." The following day, Lucy decided to confront him. Before he offered one of his
You niggas
gifts,
out here that
she
do this,
stopped
man.
him and told him he made her uncomfortable and to stop being around her. And all of a sudden,
that don't
he
mean nothing.
snapped, and the man started yelling at Lucy, saying she's ungrateful, that she was mistaking
Don't
their
even know you.
friendship. He pretended to be hurt, and Lucy fell for it. "I should have told my father before," Lucy said. "I
Before, you should have told him
everything."
before.
Initially, she felt embarrassed and wanted to resolve the problem by herself.
This when they get mad and they snap.
One day, her class had a
the fuck
school
was
trip
that?
to the Aokigahara forest. The trip was going well. They were walking near the area of the forest and the surroundings, and were divided by groups of 10 with one teacher at the head. It was going to be a long walk, so everyone was told to go to the restroom beforehand. Each of the students were wearing identification, and when they came back, Lucy suddenly realized that she lost hers, and thought to run back to the restroom to check and see if she dropped it just before her teacher would notice and scold her for losing it. After checking the restroom and not finding her ID, she decided to give up and get back to her group. But then, the guy
Weird ass
appeared
shit.
again. He
What are you
greeted
doing?
Lucy,
Like,
and then asked, "What are you doing here?" Feeling shocked and freaked out to
Your
see
life
him,
has to be real
Lucy told
messed
him
up
that
for
she
you
was
to
in a
follow
school
a little
trip
girl in
and
the
that she needed
forest.
to hurry up and get back to find her group. But before she could get away from him, he said, "Don't you need your ID?" Lucy froze. She looked back at him, and he smiled, then said, "I found it on the ground. I recognized your pretty face, so I put it in my car. Let's go get it before you get in trouble."
You put it
At
in
this
the
point,
car.
Lucy was
What?
terrified. He started to look more sinister, and she couldn't say anything. Seeing she wasn't responding, the man
Hey, man,
grabbed
that's
her
what-
arm and began to pull her. Lucy snapped and freed from his grip and started to run away.
Shoulda hit
He
that nigga
followed
with a-
behind, running fast while calling out, "Lucy-chan! Lucy-chan, what are you doing? Come back here!" She continued
Call her
running.
Lucy-chan.
She
I
didn't
forgot what Chan
realize
mean.
that
Don't
she
that-
entered the
I think that's
forest
like
and
the
was
thing they
now
call girls
without
in Japan.
direction.
Like
After
cute
running
girls
for
or
who
something
knows
like
how long, she no longer heard the man's voice. Her whole body felt heavy, and Lucy couldn't catch her breath. She looked around, and everything seemed the same.
Really niggas out here.
There was
It's
silence.
really niggas out
She
here.
continued walking
Like
for a
this.
while until she came across a tending camp. Lucy felt relief when she saw a man come out. She proceeded to tell him everything
Watch,
that
this
happened.
another pedophile.
He
Watch.
seemed confused
Two-
and a bit
two of 'em.
scared of her.
One girl,
But after
the
seeing
Bang
Lucy
Bros,
crying,
nigga.
he changed his expression to a more warming one. He listened to
For
everything
now.
quietly until she finished. They both agreed to call the cops and alert the authorities of the place. Thankfully, he knew the way back to the entrance of the forest, and 2 of the forest keepers were walking there. His name is Yuki, and Yuki told them in Japanese everything that Lucy had told him. The forest keepers brought them to an information area where they called the police and told them to wait there. They also sent other forest keepers to look for the classmates and alert them about the guy. Meanwhile, Yuki tried to comfort Lucy, telling her what he was doing in the woods. He said that his younger brother passed away 5 years ago, and since then, he's been going to the forest on his brother's birthday to honor him.
That's crazy.
When the police arrived, she told the officer everything that happened while another group of police officers searched the area. They finally found the guy in the forest. They arrested him and searched his car for evidence, and found tape, rope, and a knife.
He was trying to go
Yuki
crazy
for saving her life, and shortly after, the trip ended and the school called her father. He immediately rushed to the school, but he didn't scold Lucy that day. He just hugged her,
not, for what?
and she cried on his shoulder.
Lucy and her father moved to Kyoto shortly after. I couldn't read all that. Imagine, but this, why would he scold her? Imagine getting cussed out for. It's not funny, but imagine getting cussed out because somebody was stalking you and being a pedophile and like weird towards you. Man, I couldn't imagine. But yeah, that's it for the 3rd video. All right, y'all. So that's it. We watched all 3 videos. If I had to rate all 3, I would get the first one, like I said, a 7. The second one, an 8. And the third one, that one wasn't really necessarily scary, but it was kind of a good story. So I get a third one like I give it a 7.5. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with y'all friends. Yeah, if y'all enjoyed this video, let me know. I'll do more reaction videos or something like this. I don't know why I keep doing this. I do more reaction videos of certain things if y'all like this. Happy Halloween if y'all celebrate Halloween. I know I personally don't. I stopped trick-or-treating when I was like 12. But yeah, if y'all enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to see y'all in a couple days with another video.
Catch a nigga slipping at the light, make his heart drop, cut the green beam on, make his car stop. 223s hit his engine block and cut the car off. Dump on the nigga head off yellow zannies, call that bar hopping. My brain like a new car that's in drive with no park options. Make a pussy nigga car reverse when the AR